In this video, we're going to take a look at both the teacher and student view when you teach with a Wayground presentation in class. So as the teacher, I'll go to my library and I'll find the activity that I'm ready to launch. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I do have the option to assign this in student paced mode, but this is a presentation that I want to go through in the actual classroom with students. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Start Now. And if I want, I can take some time and look through these options, but I'm just going to go ahead and click Start. And then as the teacher, here I see the first slide in my presentation and then the join information. So what I'm either going to do is I'm going to copy this link and post it on my LMS, or if my kids are older, I'm going to have them visit this link and type in this code. So from another device, I'm going to go ahead and join, and you'll see as students join, their names appear right there. Right, and then here I'm going to bring another one over. So here's a student, they go to that site. They type in their name, click Start. So now they're ready to join. They can use live reactions or emojis. So this is making it gamified. These are all settings that can be turned off. They can edit their avatars if they'd like. Again, these are all settings that can be turned on or off. So when you have your students in, you can go ahead and click Start. Now, if you have a student that's slow to join, when they click Start, they'll join where you are. So you'll see here, you have your first slide up. The students see what you see. They can't advance until you advance. So if I want to go to slide 2, I go to slide 2, and then also the student is seeing slide 2. Now, there's also some tools down at the bottom. So if I want to annotate, I can do that on my screen, and then it also does it on the student's screen. So this makes it really great for math teachers to show work. You can close that out. And you see you just have other things. You can collaborate with students in Whiteboard. You can switch it to a student pace mode, which we're not going to do. You can spin the wheel to select a name. So basically what it's going to do is going to have all the kids that have joined your session. You'll spin the wheel. And now the students can see your screen because that's what they're in. And then this is how you can call on a student to answer a question. Right? You can also give an eyes up front if you want them to focus on your screen. All right, so let me go a little bit further. I'm going to kind of go through because I want to get to the question answering part. So here's some music play. So this is the question. And then this question will go on the student's screen. So they're going to pick what is a crow. So the student would click on that. And if I want, I can end the timer as a teacher. I can see that Lisa answered, but Bart did not. So that's nice because I can go and I can speak with that student and see what's going on there. All right, it says click anywhere to skip. All right, and then it gives me this nice item analysis here of the accuracy. So this will also be really great for poll questions because students can see how the other students in the class answered that question. And then the next question would come up. All right, what the following was a drawback? So I'm going to answer from both devices. And then the students, once all the students answer the question and the timer runs out, the student gets confirmation that yes, your answer was correct. And I can see as the teacher these students got the question correct, Lisa is at the head of the leaderboard. Right, and then as the questions, again, I get that little nice question summary, and I can see how my students are answering. Right, so I can view the correct answer, show that to my students. Right, so that's how this is going to work as a teacher when I'm ready to go to the next slide. I just go ahead and click next. All right, talk about these things. I can annotate. All right, next question comes up, and then students are supposed to use the pen tool to show the area that Thomas Jefferson secured. So I can go ahead as a student, I can change my color, and then I can draw here. That's not going to be right. And then I'm gonna go for my other device. Submit. All right, and then I go ahead and click show answers, and I can see that this one was wrong, but this one was right. So I can kind of get a sense of if students understood where that area was. And then if I want to, I can pause the game to discuss this particular question. If I want, I can actually go back a slide to show the map and talk about that area. Then when I'm done, I'll end the lesson for everyone. They're going to see their score. And then there's these nice little gamified options that they can do. And these names are blurred out, so because this is going to show up on my screen, other students aren't going to be able to see who scored what. And then I can either return home, or I can click view reports for the lesson. And I get this nice little analysis here that shows me who's joined, what was their accuracy like. I can see question by question how the students did. I can even use the Analyze with AI option, but not for this one because I have questions that have media. So this is really going to work best for the multiple choice type questions. So that is how you can do a live presentation with students in class.